Hello everyone, today we are on our main account PS17. Let me just quickly put this base so you can understand. Yeah, round 17, my main account, and we have a lot of things to upload, but I have done quite of firewall attacks, just like I told in last video. Yeah, this army is really hard. I mean, I have been practicing since more than a day, but I'm not quite good at it, honestly. So this one is the base I am going to show. There are all fails, I guess, because it didn't 3-star. But all of them are one thing in common. They are all more than 80% 1 or 2 star. So yeah, this army is really great, but really hard at the same time. And yeah, I wanted to cover about that. And most of the attacks I have done, the firewall have been success. I mean, firewall is not the problem, but the execution after that is the problem, because either your warden dies, or either your all other heroes dies, or your rocket planes get wasted on some insignificant things like mortars, cannons, or Teslas, etc. But yeah, and I have been using this YouTuber COC, and he's been really good with the firewall. I mean, I have been watching his videos since pretty much a few months, but yeah, he's rocking with the firewall. And the inspiration I got from for the firewall rocket room is his only. And recently he shared a video about using Angry Jelly with the Queen and Magic Mirror, and I thought I would do some adjustments like the rocket spear. And so yeah, this one is a 3-star, and there are other videos that I'm going to show you is a pretty miserable fails. I mean, time fails or army fails. The one that I'm going to show you next is this 90% 2-star. So let's just take a quick look at this base. I mean, you can see the compartment base. This compartment right here has 2 ricochet cannons, a multi-archer tower, a monolith, and CC. So this is a great value for firewall, but at the attack time you can see the amount of troops in CC, and his CC was empty, so I have to take the either compartment on this either side with the enemy tower. And whenever you see a double enemy base, always go for the invisibility, because around that there must be a good value always. And in this case there was a fire splitter, scatter shot, a inferno, and 2 expos on either side. And let's play this video. Two earthquakes, because I am not sure about it, but I have level 26 firewall, and most of the buildings get down into earthquakes, so there is not problem about that. So here comes the king and queen on the opposite side. Always run king and queen on the opposite side of warden, because whenever warden gets stuck with other heroes, he will not provide you much value as he does on his solo. And I wanted to clear ricochet cannon and make a quick funnel, but the monolith breaks the king and thus I have to change my plan. The quick public ability, so the monolith was not a threat. Also the good ice column right there. I would highly recommend to use a ice column rather than actual golem. I mean, I have seen a lot of YouTubers use golem, but that is a pretty costly method. Now here, I was really focusing on my royal champion as I ignored the queen and the queen died. Lol. And the race was for the royal champion, but the healers got targeted because royal champion has a little length of attack, little range, I would say. And this attack was a miserable fail. Yeah. So on to the next attack. We have this one, 99% 2-star. I mean, it is ridiculous, isn't it? A time fail is a time fail, even if you turn in Town 17 or Town Hall 1. Now this one has a Town Hall and all heroes on the one side and a monolith center. And if I had to go from the town hall side, all these defenses would be a threat to the warden. And the hospital position was awkward, so I had to choose a different criteria. Now, if I could put warden on the multi-archer tower here, what I would get that is ricochet can to expose to air defenses, and all I have to envy is this wizard tower. So I put my warden down to the 6 o'clock and 3 envies. Remember to envies on each side because you don't know that when fireball will launch on the either side, and you can pretty much cover everything in one envy around 5 to 6 tiles radius, and just like that we had our funnel set. Now the warden went to the left side, so I had to start my other heroes on the right side. But here is what happened. I have waited long enough until the warden left to the left side, but in spite of that, I didn't pull the poison tower, and my hero took a lot of damage because of that. And I have to take that fire spitter ASAP, so I put my rocket wings, and at this time I had completely ignored the warden because in last attack we see that I ignored the queen and the queen died. And The same was about to happen to the warden, but then I could raise tail and my healer supported warden really well. And here comes the rocket spear with the RC, and I am pretty much scared about the spirit fox because the timing was later rescheduled on the invis spell, so I am not using fox. The Phoenix though, there are lot of things that other YouTubers will tell that Spirit Fox is how better and much more valuable, but I'm still rather a beginner in the Spirit Fox, so I tend to use Phoenix instead of it. Also, if you can realize that the single Inferno took out my queen and the attack was completely fair because of that. And just like that, just because of a single building, it was all for nothing. And look at that HP. If one shot from the wizard could have ended in a different story. But yeah, I was ignorant and I had to pay the price. So, what comes before the 99? Yes, you have gotten right. 98. 98% 2-star, that is. I mean, look at this place. A Town Hall 16 with some defenses on upgrade, and primarily I wanted to for the multi-archer tower so that I can get the juicy value around it. I mean, look at that value. The 2 expos, 1 ricochet, 2 spell towers, and a monolith perhaps. But then again I thought my warden would be a pretty bad state. I mean, I had to take only 3 buildings, this one, and this one. And I could do that with the rocket launch, and all I had to do is envy this wizard tower and this cannon and expo in one spell, and I had to put my warden in this gold mine so I could get the core value. But then again I thought that I wanted to clear the CC first and I could get that with the monolith, so I changed my plan. But this value was really great, so I really wish I would have gone to the end. But instead, look at this. This side you can see the 1 expo right there. You can take the scatter shot with the monolith with the CC, and if get lucky you can take the ricochet cannon too. Now I put my warden on this wizard tower right here, a balloon for testing traps and healers, and 4 balloons to the single inferno ASAP. The funnel was set on the left side, but I drew the CC. I mean, the only thing I wanted to give up on the core value is now out of my hands. I mean, can you believe it? Then again I put 3 invis and launched a fireball to kill remaining CC, and it is a wonder why didn't I get the scatter shot, but don't worry, the queen will take it. Now Ice Golem King on the other side, Queen in the middle with the Angry Jelly, and shout out to Shock because Angry Jelly and Magic Mirror really rocks with the Queen, and Here I wanted to freeze a scatter shot and inferno perhaps, but I let those die. Queen debuffed ability and the jelly wore off. This time I freezed the single, but on the other side there, I was so focused on the warden that I let my queen die again. I mean, I really had to work on that. Really. Then here comes the royal champion. And dead. Yeah, the thing about RC is that I am thinking about switching to the Fox, but it is pretty unreliable in the timing. And I really thought that the all remaining buildings, trash buildings, were on the 12 o'clock side, and I completely ignored the 3 o'clock. So yeah, that was on me. 98%, 2 stars. Okay guys, I have just recently get an attack, and yeah, the 2 attacks I have done recently, I am going to show you. The first one was the time fell, exactly as I thought. I mean, the base was good for a fireball. I mean, the both, look at the both that you can get. The one side you have this eagle artillery and expos. The expos were a threat to the warden work, so I prefer to go by that side and take it out. I used up pretty much all of my rocket balloons to create a funnel. And sent my fireball to the core, 2 enemies on each side and warden on the center, and boom, the core is gone. I mean, I could have fireballed on the monolith and to take out the inferno and 2 scatter, but this one was a large value. And just look at the good funnel that I have created on this side. And I should have been this second. I should have started the king and queen on the left side, but as I said last time, I was too focused on the warden and that I completely ignored other heroes. So don't make a mistake when you are using a fireball armies. So here comes the king, ice golem, queen, magic mirror. And the inferno was locked on the king, and surprisingly I saved him for one time. But then again, I was yet too greedy to use the freeze, and the king lost pretty much a lot of health by this. Now I have to face a raged up core and a hero. So I had to use a EV on the warden. But then again, that was not enough to save the warden. And here comes the royal champion with the rocket spear. And rocket spear is a really good equipment. I mean, it has that long range that helps to clear up the core from the far side, and it is a really good equipment. But also that if you are using RC charge, I would suggest to use haste while over rocket spear. And at this point I had to only dump the troops and pray for the 3-star. That is a pretty classic way of doing it, isn't it? So yeah, 98%, 2 stars. Don't worry guys, I won't let it end with a failure. Why would I? Right? So here comes the last attack of this video with a triple from me. And as you can see, there is a golden value in the core. All the infernos all exposed equal, although it was on upgrade, but still, and a monolith. And CC on the A side. I had a trouble deciding whether I should start from, and I decided to knock out the CC first. And also a good thing about this, that if I had to choose a expo, I would get a CC, a monolith, and both infernos, and not only that, 2 single infernos, that is. So it was a really good value. So let's start with the rocket balloons on either side to clear a funnel, some trash defenses, and at the start of the video I was talking about this same value, that you tend to use a lot of rocket balloons in the first. So you had to use all the invis to cover up, and boom. With that, the core is gone. Also, in war attack, if you sometimes find a hero on the outer side, do not take it with the Valkyrie or baby dragon just like me. I was just clearing the trash building so that the heroes don't get tangled up. Again, I am too much focusing on the warden, and on the other side I have started with the Barbarian King, Archie Queen, and Ice Column. There was the wall breaker, and a beautiful wall break, that is. The heroes get too closer, so I had to take little value in that. The queen lost ability but gave the healers, and just as I popped the king's ability, the healers shifted over to the king. I mean, why do they do this? The healer all died in the town hall poison, and now I had to only hope that my royal champion takes the remaining value. So the last freeze, and yeah, the 3 stars. So this was the today's video, and make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and share it to everyone, and comment down how you are using rocket balloons and if you are using them or not. I mean, to me, rocket balloons are really hard to use. I mean, it takes a lot of skill to learn the strategy and master it. And again, shout out to the shop for helping me learn the strategy. I will link down his channel in the description. That is it for today guys. See you in the next one.